There's a beautiful overhead shot of the great city of Memphis, Tennessee, and we are set to begin the 2007 Choice Hotels U.S. Open Racquetball Championships. Hi, everyone. I'm Sean Royster alongside Doug Ganem. Doug, what a great matchup we have today. We've got Rocky Carson, who is just coming off a Grand Slam win in Colorado, and here he is on a grand stage, the U.S. Open, but does he have a battle ahead of him because the champion of this event, Jason Mannino, is right in front of him and trying to take that away from him.
Yeah, we got two warriors today. These guys can play, and normally I'd say Jason would probably roll over Rocky, but Rocky's been stepping up his game lately. He's made it be known that he's a contender for the IRT's top spot, so I'm expecting an absolute war today.
So let's talk about this tournament for Jason Mannino so far. Who has he played, and what kind of battles has he had to get up to Rocky Carson today?
You know, he's been a little rusty, but as we talked about before the match, you and I were discussing this matchup, and Jason finds a way to win. And I have not seen him that sharp yet, but he battles through, and I think that's probably what will happen today. He'll battle through, and I fully expect him to pull the match out.
So Rocky Carson, I mean, he's coming off a huge win in Colorado and a great season. He's #2 in the world. He's got his sponsors, and we keep mentioning this, but he is the first player since Marty Hogan to have a sponsor outside of a racquetball company to take care of him like this. Motorola, Verizon Wireless, and all the executives are here to watch him play. So I think he's going to step up today also.
You know, he's been very impressive with all that. You know, when you get a guy who steps outside of our racquetball industry and gets the kind of sponsorship support that he has with Motorola and Verizon Wireless, and then to have them come and watch you play and actually perform well, I'm very impressed with that. And he did it in Colorado Springs, and he's doing it again this week. So
Jason Mannino, a warrior. He loves this crowd. He loves this environment and this stadium court. So he's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with today. But Rocky Carson also has a lot to prove, as he has never won here either. So we're going to see what happens. Jason Mannino, Rocky Carson, you can't ask for much more in a semifinal. When we get back, it's the 2007 Choice Hotels U.S. Open Racquetball Championships.
The Choice Hotels U.S. Open Racquetball Championships is brought to you by the Choice Hotels International family of hotel brands, with over 5,000 locations and 10 different brands worldwide, offering every type of accommodation in every price range. We meet all your travel needs. For reservations, visit us at choicehotels.com. Choice Hotels, we'll see you there. And by Wilson Art Flooring. If it's tough enough for pro racquetball, it's tough enough for your home. Enjoy the beauty and durability of Wilson Art Flooring, available at fine covering centers everywhere. And by Lucite International, the worldwide leader in crystal clear acrylic. To learn more, visit lucite.com. And by USA Racquetball, your link to the greatest game on earth. To learn more about how racquetball can improve the quality of your life, visit usaracquetball.com for all the details.
It was almost 50 years ago when Danny Thomas had a dream of creating a unique research hospital devoted to curing catastrophic diseases in children. More than just a treatment facility, this would be a research center for children from all parts of the world. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital has always played a big part in the sport of racquetball. Every year since the U.S. Open began here in Memphis, the players take time out to go over and visit these children. The Choice Hotels U.S. Open Racquetball Championships has donated now over $100,000 to St. Jude's. This helps in advancing the research and treatment for these brave children. Not only is this great for the kids to meet these professional athletes, but it's also a reminder to the players and all of us, truly, what real strength and courage is all about.
Semifinals down here with Jason Mannino. Jason, no stranger to this tournament. Semifinals, this is your crowd. These are your people. You love this tournament. You love this Grand Slam event. How you feeling right now going to this match against Rocky?
I feel normal. It's kind of funny. People have been asking me, you're jittery, you're excited. I'm just pretty relaxed, and I don't know what to say at this point about the relaxed mode. Typically, I got to take my foot off the gas, but I haven't had to. I'm just pretty relaxed. I feel pretty normal, just like any other Grand Slam event.
And Rocky, you're playing Jason Mannino. He does really well in these tournaments, Grand Slams, but so do you. You just won the Colorado Grand Slam event. How you feeling going into this match today?
Feel confident, feel fresh. Looking forward to getting on the court and battling right now. I just want to get out there and put it all out there. And that's what I got.
This is game number one. Jason won the coin toss.
So Doug, what a matchup we have here. This is something we've seen in many Grand Slams. Rocky Carson coming off a huge win in Colorado. Now he's got that monkey off his back of winning a Grand Slam event. So I think this should be an exciting match, as the crowd loves Jason and Jason loves this kind of a tournament.
Well, you know, I'm a player, but I'm a fan, and I am really excited about this matchup here. Jason, you know, most entertaining player really to ever play racquetball. He puts 110% into every rally, and Rocky really hadn't stepped up until the last couple years, and now he's giving these guys fits.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
1-0.
It's a good start for Jason. Expected. Every time he shows up on this stadium court here at the U.S. Open, he comes to play. It's a good solid shot by Rocky. You'll see a lot of that. He absolutely loves that left corner.
0-7-1.
Yeah, I remember watching a match here with Kane Wazelinchuk and Rocky, where he came back from a deficit in the 5th game, and it was that very shot that got him back. He's just amazing with that shot in the left corner.
Yeah, he is. That match you're talking about was one of the epic battles in the history of racquetball, and Rock came up short on that one match, but I think that was a turning point in his career. Really, since then, he's been a top contender. He's that left corner. Get used to that.
1-7-1.
I was talking to Jason in the pre-interviews, Doug, about the sign of a true champion is to win when you're not playing at your best. I mean, it's obviously when you're playing lights out, it's easy to win. But one thing I noticed from Jason in the quarterfinals, I didn't see the Jason that we often see, just playing lights out, just flawless racquetball, but he dug deep and he found a way to get to the semifinal. So today, you know, I don't think Rocky's going to give him as many gifts as he got in the quarterfinals, as many chances. So I think Jason's going to have to be a little bit more sharp to get past this match.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I expect Jason to be sharp. You know, as far as effort's concerned, it's always there, whether he's playing well or not. Same amount of effort, and that's what makes him so fun to watch. I mean, it's very rare to see a player that's willing to dive every single rally.
That's my drive serve, man.
Jason really loves these little half lobs and kind of junk serves, misdirection moves.
Look at Rocky stepping over to the backhand side and hits a forehand. He had his back to the door.
Yeah, that was strong. That was strong. I like to see Rock go down the line once in a while. You know, he loves the corners, but he can bring it down the line. Now Rocky, he's got heat and he's got lob serves, so it'll be interesting to see how he jogs between those two weapons. Oh, 3-wall post.
Get there. Rocky got to bring up the outdoor game with Rocky Carson. I mean, he's a champion outside, and that's a good example. He's at the service box and cuts a ceiling ball off.
Yeah.
I mean, not too many players are doing that.
Yeah, I would say he got caught with his pants down on that one, but he's one of the few guys that could pull that off because of his outdoor experience. Oh,
there it is.
Left corner.
Shocker.
Shocker. You'll notice Jason, versus the other matches you've seen him play, will cheat up in the court against Rocky because he knows that he has a tendency to pinch more than pass.
You know, a lot of people say Jason's just the fastest player out there, but you know, I wouldn't go as far as to say the fastest, but what he is amazing at is anticipating. He always seems to be guessing where, and he guesses right.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to him about that before, and he insists that he stays home until he sees where the ball's going, and then he explodes from there. But it sure looks like he's anticipating. I mean, he picks these guys' pockets all the time. Well, there's a lob nick to the forehand. Yep, good shot there from Jason. A little loose from Rock. That passing shot came up too short in the court.
If you noticed here, Doug, Jason's really taken his fitness to the next level. He's in really good shape now.
Yeah, he's sporting some pipes, isn't he?
Isn't he?
Now, the old Jason would never wear a tank top.
Exactly.
All right, that ball came out of the court. It hit the floor first, so it's going to be a replay. If the ball flies out of the court directly off the front wall without hitting the floor, it's a point. Going to warm up that new ball and get after it.
All tied up 2 apiece here in game 1. This is the best of a series of 5 in this men's pro semifinal. Just joining us, Rocky Carson, wearing the white, just got the serve in the back. Now a legend of racquetball and the only true champion of this event in the draw right now, Jason Mannino, and defending champion of the U.S. Open.
Yeah, you bring up a good point there. You know, in the 11 years we've been running this event, only 4 men have won it. And Jason's one of those 4. And he's the only one of those 4, as you said, that's in the draw today. So the other guys have retired, and
Sudsy, Cliff Swain, Kane Wazelenchuk are the other 3, right?
And Jason Mannino, yes, but we understand that Kane is going to be coming back out of kind of a pseudo-retirement to give it the gas next year, so that'll be interesting.
And if you ever get into a conversation with Jason Mannino, he takes that membership very seriously.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's interesting you say that. These guys actually talk to each other all weekend on their cell phones, and they are on a mission to keep this club very small.
Right in the middle here at game 1, we're going to take a break. Welcome back.
Don't you get the feeling that this match, even if it only goes 3 games, is going to take an hour and a half?
You know, it does. Absolutely.
Left corner. Loving it.
They're playing each other very tight, very methodical. That's the thing about these 2 players. They've played each other many times. Even this season they match up, and they know each other's game style, so it's real clear after the experience of playing against each other that they know exactly what to do against each other.
Yeah, I'm going to call these guys blue-collar racquetball players. You know, they don't go in there and blow you away with awesome drive serves, score 8 quick points. These guys are working for every point, diving, retrieving, re-kills. This is working man's racquetball right here, and I think that's why, regardless of the number of games we're talking about here, the match is going to take a while. He's going to go to that. Oh,
Ooh,
it looked like he was going to do the forehand there. Didn't quite work out for him.
I'm not sure if he changed his mind in the middle of that or if he had that plan the whole time.
Well, it was a good deception move, but it fooled everybody but Jason.
I think every racquetball player has been in the middle of their stroke and then decided last second they're going to switch it up.
Yeah, that's usually when I skip my serve. That's uncharacteristic. And usually errors to the high side. He'll either kill it or leave it up. Very rarely blows it in the floor.
Jason kind of snuck that one in on him.
Yeah, well, that little misdirection move, left corner, a little misdirection move, sometimes it gets your grip messed up because you're standing in the back court expecting a little flip to your backhand, so you get your racket in the backhand grip, and all of a sudden it pushes over to the forehand. You got to change grips real quick, and if you haven't quite changed all the way, skip ball.
Loving it. And it's tough to see who they're rooting for here. They just want to see great racquetball, and that is, I mean, this is a beautiful exhibition of high-level racquetball. Rocky Carson just hit a great shot, and the crowd just exploded.
Yeah, I think you're going to find a pretty even balance here with the fans. Rocky Carson is a very popular guy on the tour, and Jason's a veteran. He's been on tour so long that he's built fans all over the world, and he also teaches clinics all over the world and has built fans from that. So it should be a great crowd tonight. It definitely won't be one-sided.
Oh, yeah, Rocky was all over that.
Yeah, well, when you hit a good serve like that, you don't have much choice. You know, the guy who's returning it, you don't have much choice but to go to the left corner. He hit that serve so tight to the back wall. Jason either needed a flicking around the world ball or go in that left corner, and Rocky knew it. Here comes some heat. Probably hit a Z serve. There's 2 sloppy returns by Jason.
Yeah, Jason's really not putting much pressure on Rocky at the return to serve. Rocky's really controlling it.
Yeah, first 20 minutes, this thing was pretty dead even, but Brock's starting to pull away now. Another sloppy return, but he got away with it.
And there's Rocky
there's
playing
that outdoor.
again.
Yep.
Man, I mean, after growing up in California, Huntington Beach with Rocky, watching him play these outdoor, I mean, this is exactly the kind of stuff that you see from him out there.
Yep. He doesn't run to the back of the court unless he has to. If he can get his racket on in the front half of the court, he's going to take it. And of course, his fly kill and short hop skills up there are honed because he's the best outdoor player in the world. Holy cow. That was incredible.
Jay, I called the ball good. Andy called it good too. Nope. 9-7-3.
It's 9-3, Rocky Carson, the #2 player in the world. Really taking it to the #3 player, Jason Mannino. Now, here we are 15 minutes into the match, and Rocky has a chance to win game 1 and go up in the series 1-0.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. You looked at the beginning of the match, and the first 4 points took a half an hour, and I was expecting that for the rest of the game. And really, Jason's return of serve has gotten pretty poor here, and it's allowed Rocky to run up a pretty good lead.
Jason not ready to give it to him yet.
Yeah, this is a tall order, though, because these guys, you got to win by 2. And first player that gets to 10, it forces the other guy to get to 12. And that's a long way from 3.
Yeah. And Rocky playing great racquetball right now, really in a groove.
He's sharp, but I'll tell you, that serve, it was pretty poor. Just a big setup right off the back wall to his forehand. Jason just doesn't look sharp right now. That's a good shot. I think at this point, his hands full with this game. I think more importantly, he needs to establish a little rhythm and timing for the rest of the match. Even if he can just come back to 6, 7, 8.
It's amazing how important that is. A lot of people take that for granted. It's like if they're down 9-3 or 10-3, whether you're playing to 11 or 15, they just give up and just take the blowout. But a lot of you racquetball fans at home that are amateurs and just learning this game, the momentum is so important to score a few more points going into that second game rather than just being blown out.
Yeah, there's no question. You don't want your opponent walking off the court with an 11-3 blowout.
And it looks like that's what's going to happen here. Rocky Carson takes him down. Well, we'll see if Jason can dig deep and find his way back into this match. We'll be right back for game 2 on the Tennis Channel. Welcome back. The crowd loving it here. Rocky Carson takes game 1.
This is game number 2. Rocky.
Jason Mannino definitely is going to have to make a statement here right now. You don't want to go down 2-0 to Rocky right now. He's playing some great racquetball, and I think Jason's got to find it right now.
Yeah, I think you're going to see some fire here from Jason. He doesn't have his usual energy level right now, and I think he'll force himself to bring that up this game.
And what we're used to seeing at these Grand Slam events, especially here at the US Open, is Jason gets the crowd involved, he gets the crowd behind him. You know, we put a microphone on him so that we can hear him. And there's just no talk at all out of Jason. We're just not seeing the normal Jason Mannino.
Well, that first shot right there of this game is a perfect example. He's a little lazy with his lower body right now, and that was a routine setup in the middle of the court, and he just swung at it with his arm. You know, you got to get your lower body into it to execute these shots.
Great serve by Rocky. Great hands. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, he won the point, but it was sloppy. Jason had to take 3 setups, and he got the third one to go down. Rocky really should have won that. He had a couple chances.
Shot, Jay.
Jason staying with his serve pattern. Ooh.
That's a bad bounce, but Rocky didn't take advantage of it. That was going to be a ceiling ball return for sure. and it took a bad bounce for Jason and gave Rock kind of a setup, and Rocky really wasn't prepared to take advantage of it.
Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, Rock's a little different than Jason. Jason plays best when he has got the adrenaline flowing. Rock plays best when he's California surfer Rocky.
Right.
And when he's loosey-goosey, he's dangerous.
Thanks.
172.
It's a sloppy return.
Nice finish there by Rocky.
Yeah.
Jason really frustrated with himself.
That's all in the return. That whole point was set up in the return of serve. And I said earlier, whoever returns serve the best this match will win. And clearly, Rocky's returned serve better than Jason so far. Skip ball. All right. That was a good call from the ref.
272.
Yeah, and it's a tough sport to officiate. I'd say one of the toughest that I've seen. And with Jason Thorner being a referee, I think he does an exceptional job.
You know, it's one of the few sports where it is impossible to ref at the highest level unless you've played at the highest level. That's really not the case in other sports. You can ref at the highest level if you have the experience as a referee. Here, if you haven't actually played at this level, the intricacies that are required to referee properly, you just can't learn them without being on the court.
Man, Rocky's just playing amazing racquetball right now. Just 90% of these shots are not just kill shots. They are just flat rolling.
Yeah, he's not making a lot of mistakes, but he's getting a fair amount of setups to tee off on. I'm going to say it all match. Return of serve.
Yeah, and that's a good return of serve there by Jason Mannino.
372.
You know, when you get two guys that don't bend over and hit the heater drive serve, it's going to be about return of serve every time. Oh, it's a sloppy shot by Jason. He is just, I mean, these are balls that he just usually routines. And he just hit a sloppy pinch. Came right back at him. He's very lucky that it's not
First of all, you
avoidable
went the
hinder.
wrong way to start. So
First of all, what?
you went the wrong way to start. So 372.
The wrong way? The middle of the court.
Avoidable hinders when you take away an offensive opportunity rather than just a replay, which, you know, a little contact, or, you know, a lot of times when you're going to retrieve a ball and you're not set up, and that's just a regular hinder.
I have to say, I haven't seen Jason play this bad in years. I am flabbergasted. He's in good shape. I killed a lot of balls yesterday, although he wasn't totally sharp, but he didn't play like this.
And I was at the bar last night, and he wasn't there.
Well,
So
that's another plus. I mean, I don't know what to say.
I don't think he does either. Look at him. He is really not feeling it right now. His body language is showing that he's just not in the normal Jason Mannino style that we see.
Yeah, his style and his strategy is usually make very few mistakes. How about that?
Just bringing the heat.
Out of nowhere, though. I mean, he's hit nothing but junk and Z's. He hit one bomb earlier in the match, and it was a short serve, barely. Talk about deception. That was out of nowhere. I didn't even see that coming. Or return of serve.
Jason Mannino just cracks me up.
He is a character, isn't he? He's a character. That's a good ceiling ball. Rock another.
That's incredible.
Just another wallpaper.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh. Wow.
How about this? A little sloppy.
Get there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he has got...
Rocky pumping his fist.
Yeah.
The crowd loving it here. Take a little break. We'll be right back for more of this men's pro semifinals. Welcome back here to beautiful Memphis, Tennessee.
My coach.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Rocky Carson. Oh, my goodness. It's like he was swatting flies.
That was something right there.
Oh,
that was something. He stabbed that down in the corner.
That's insane.
That was insane. That's a backbreaker for Jason. Just when he was starting to get himself a little bit fired up. That's a smart return to serve there. Loose pass. Not wide enough.
8-7-3.
Yeah, we constantly give Jason credit for having one of the higher IQs in the sport of racquetball. But man, what can you do when you're playing bad? Sometimes digging deep and trying to switch things up, just nothing's there.
Yeah, I mean, the IQ comes into shot selection, and he's taking the right shots. His problem is execution. He's taking the right shots, he's just executing poorly.
Bad combination.
9-7-3.
9-3 now. Rocky Carson 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead in this series.
I'm going to say Rocky Carson has never beat Jason Mannino.
In 3 straight?
I'm just going to talk about these 2 games. Has never beat him 2 games in a row this badly. I mean, and this game's not over by any stretch, but thus far, you're talking 20-6.
Gotta make that.
I mean, that is, at this level, that's a beatdown.
Jason again with a drive serve.
Very unusual for him.
Oh.
I'm not used to those.
Feels good.
I'm going to say pretty confidently that that is the first foot fault of Jason Mannino's pro career.
Yeah, could be.
He just said I'm 4'2".
Yeah.
I think that may be the first foot fault of his pro career. I think that really shows the... well, there's another one there.
Yeah.
I mean, Rocky's standing in the service box and Jason hits a pinch. I mean, if he doesn't absolutely roll it,
Right.
it's going right to Rocky.
You know, the golden rule of racquetball, when a player's behind you, you pinch. When a player's in front of you, you pass.
And
it's just
that was
not-
gross in front. I mean, he was... Rocky had his lips on the front wall. And that's a better shot.
And there it is. Rocky Carson takes the game 2, 11-3. Game number 3 now, Doug. 22-6 is this match right now.
I'm flabbergasted. I thought this sucker was going to be a war, and so far, anything but.
And that might be part of the reason right there. The serve is not good from Jason Mannino, but the return of serve, which you keep hammering home, is the difference in this match, as Rocky Carson is just thundering these returns of serves.
Yeah, he's been pretty flawless on his return of serve, and Jason's been pretty sloppy. And that's why we got 22-6.
That hits the light. They're going to
0-7-0.
replay that. Now's a good time to talk about how great this event is. Doug, you being the executive director of this event and the tournament director, you do a great job. 11 years that this Grand Slam's been going on, and you know, you see all those logos on the front wall that you put together, and the support that you're getting here in the Choice Hotels. It's all you racquetball fans who are watching racquetball,
Right into
the
that.
best way that you can support this tournament, support our sport, is to, when you're traveling, you're on the road, is to stay loyal to this Choice Hotels and pick one of those logos that you see on the front wall. And when you're in a new town, make sure you stay in one of those places.
Yeah, absolutely. None of this happens without sponsorship, and all these sponsors have been great. We got a good rally here.
There we go. Wow, the crowd appreciates that. And now Jason, you gotta love it. And Jason puts his hands out saying, finally.
Yeah, you know, that rally, as spectacular as it looked, is pretty much routine for Jason. I mean, that's what I expect to see every 3 or 4 points. And, you know, he has not been working that hard. That rally there was some effort. A little better. He's still not motoring like I like to see him motor. He was just a tad late getting to that splat, but he got away with it. There we go. Make him hit that one more ball. And make him hit another. Here comes the fly. Another fly. Skip ball.
Wow, ball to skip.
Barely.
No question that ball skipped.
0-7-1. I got just one thing. Any extra score them. And 0-1.
Great shot from Rocky.
There's a setup for Jason.
He's missed 400 times. He just can't end these points.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating. He's getting plenty of opportunities, and like you said, the shot selection's there, but the execution, finishing these rallies is just not happening for Jason right now.
No.
But this is a good opportunity to bring up Fran Davis, the coach of Jason Mannino, who's going to join us here right now. And I've got a few questions for her, Doug.
Yeah, I do too. I want to ask about her match preparation. There we go.
Put the ball away.
Before we get Fran in here, you mentioned about the tournament. This is actually our 12th year here in Memphis with the US Open Racquetball Championships. Choice Hotels are title sponsor, but I really want to give kudos to our staff here. We've got over 100 people it took to run this tournament, and they're just about all volunteers, and they've done a tremendous job.
So Fran Davis, one of the greatest coaches in the history of racquetball, joining us here. And more importantly, Fran is the coach of Jason Mannino. So Fran, I have a few questions for you besides the obvious here. Jason's down. You know, Jason's just been outscored and outplayed, but Jason's not playing at his best. And one of the things that Jason and I talked about in a pre-interview is that it's easy to win when you're playing great, but when you're playing bad, you got to dig deep and you got to try different things and adjust your game. What kind of things do you tell Jason during these timeouts?
Well, we were just talking back there a few minutes ago, and, you know, he's thinking that he's playing bad, and he's, you know, thinking all these negative thoughts. And what I told him is that, you know, you're not playing as bad as you think you are, and you've got to get these negative thoughts out of your head. If you think negative, you're going to create negative results. But as you can see, he has a whole different attitude right now in this third game. He's changed his attitude, and if he changes his attitude, there's no question that he can come back and win this match.
Golly, you're a joke. I don't even know how to respond to that. Well, I can understand. Oh, thank you for not swinging.
4-0.
I killed both of mine. And shot.
Here we go. Game on.
And yeah, Fran, it seems now, I mean, like you said, he kind of had this body language in the first couple games. And now even though he's down 2 games to 0, he's got a smile on his face. He's talking to the crowd. He's messing with Rocky a little bit. And I think that fuels him.
That really does. I mean, even in last year's match when he was playing Jack, he talked about his people. He just needs to play relaxed, needs to get the crowd involved behind him and change his attitude. And as you can see the results here, he's up, 5 games to 0.
Or 5-0. 5 games to 0.
It was 5.
Game.
Yeah.
Fran, I want to hear, what did you think about Jason pulling out the drive serve at the end of game 2?
Hey, Jack.
Well, even at our camps, when I see him hit that drive serve, it surprises me. But that shows me how frustrated he is. And I told him that he's got to get back to his game, play his, his style, feel more relaxed, get a couple of breaks, and he could be right back in the match, which, as you could see, he's doing right now.
Yep. Well, that shot right there. He put a little extra effort into diving for that ball, which gave him the opportunity to do something with it other than defense. So,
and we're going to have to take a little break here, 6-0. To think that Jason Mannino is out of this match, anybody thinks that, they're crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because that means they've never seen Jason Mannino before. So we still have a great match in store for us here. 6-0, Jason Mannino. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Game 3, 6-0. Jason Mannino now starting to find himself into this match. But Rocky's still thundering these backhands.
Yeah, he's still loose. He knows he's up 2-0. So Jason's starting to tighten up his game a little bit, but he has not gotten Rocky to tighten up yet. Nope, that's a side out. He served the ball directly out of the court. That was actually a big break for Jason right there. Have Rocky serve that out of the court. If Rocky steps up there and scores a few, that could change things here. To have that 6-0 lead and get back in the box, that's big for Jason right now.
Yeah, you just have to capitalize on it now and at least get a point.
There we go.
That's a good shot. Now, Doug continues to talk about the return of serve. Since you've been watching, Fran, from the beginning, what do you have to say about Jason's return of serve thus far?
Well, I had told him that I think when he was in the first game, he was pinching a lot and he was scoring points. Rocky all of a sudden started getting kind of camping out and waiting for that shot. So I told him he had to start going passes or cross-court passes, wide angles, to keep Rocky kind of off balance and not have him sit up there waiting for that pinch.
I think that shows the kind of coach that you are, Fran, because Rocky has been kissing the front wall, waiting for these pinches. And, unless Jason absolutely rolled it, he was there to re-kill it. Boom. He's a little lazy with that. He had that shot, and he just nonchalanted it.
Nonchalanted?
Is that a word?
Love it.
He was a little nonchalant with that shot. Let me rephrase. He needs to kick up his energy level here. I know he's up 7-1, but he needs to get his energy level up.
Good get.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that because that's how he plays his best.
There's outdoor Rocky.
Yep, good shot off the back. Here's the pinch. Now that's too lazy. Yeah, it's a good shot, but that he was a little lazy with it.
But one of the things that I told him on the timeout is that he's got to go down the line more, but also wide angle. He's got to get that wide angle moving Rocky back because he's been pinching too much, which is keeping Rocky up front. And that wide angle is just going to change it and, have, more depth in the game.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Sean and I were noticing how many balls he had in the service box, setups in the service box, and couldn't control the rally. And none of those times did he hit a wide angle shot. He either would hit a pinch poorly or a pass poorly. I think wide angle is his ticket right now.
Oh, wow.
There we go. There's the effort. There's the effort.
That's when Jason plays his best, and you know that he's mentally into this match.
Most of those dives, at least in the first 2 games, again, nonchalant. And you can't make those shots with a lackadaisical effort. You got to go full bore and try to make those balls.
And believe that you can make it, and that's one of his trademarks, is he believes that he can make those shots.
But even if he's going to hit a defensive shot, he does it with 100% zest. He doesn't just flick it up there and hope it's good. I mean, if he's going for a kill shot or he's going for a defensive shot, he usually does it with 100% commitment. And unfortunately, these first 2 games, he did not look committed to many shots.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Look at Jason now with a 9-1 lead in Game 3.
But you see how much crisper and sharper that ball was versus what we've seen in the beginning of this match?
Absolutely.
He put an extra 10 miles an hour on that ball. He made sure it was low.
And he wasn't tentative.
Oh, look at Rocky. Trying to sneak that in, a little slicer.
Yep, I like that. I like that. On that glass side wall, the guy in the service box can't really see the ball come off the racket. He hasn't gone for it once the whole match. He's up 2-0. This game's probably done anyway. Perfect time to slide something like that in there.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing there.
Yep.
Jason wins Game 3. Now he's got to fight back to try to tie this thing up and push this to a 5-game tiebreaker. We'll find out if he does just that or if Rocky's going to close it out here. More semifinals of the 2007 Choice Hotels US Open Racquetball Championships when we get back. Welcome back. Rocky Carson starts this off with a lob serve to Mannino's backhand.
There you go, down the line instead of that pinch. Yeah, I like that a lot better for service return. Wide angle. A little sloppy, though. Yep, sloppy pinch.
Nice get.
Cut off.
Oh,
that's perfect. You know, even though Jason lost that point, I like it a lot better. He hit crisp down the lines. He had Rocky out of the center court. He had some setups. He just was a little loose with them. Jump reserve. Yep, sloppy down the line. Got away with it. Got away with it. Sloppy down the line. That's not a very good lob serve there.
1-0.
Well, this is big for Rocky here. After just getting drubbed 11-1, if he can come out and get a few points, that'll help him a lot. Take the elephant off his chest a little bit. Yep. There we go.
How are you giving up so many easy shots on easy shots?
How many balls have you seen Jason scream down that glass wall?
No, not many.
Not many.
You beg for those
Not
shots.
many.
You're doing.
And it's too bad because that is a weapon. That glass is difficult to see the ball in, and that was a very effective shot, as you can see. Let's see if he does it again. Yeah, that was sloppy. Good choice. Good choice there. It's another shot he hasn't hit much this match is that reverse pinch.
Read the ball.
Yeah, you just kind of feel Jason right now with a whole different attitude. It just seems like he's playing a different match than the first 2 games that we were watching.
Yeah, a little bit better. Still not razor sharp. So, you know, you see those kind of razor sharp shots from Rocky. Not too many from Jason. So I still think he's going to have to pick it up a level to win this match.
All tied up, 1 apiece here. Rocky leads the series 2-1. This is Game 4.
It's a great lob serve. He's getting a little better in that service box.
1-7-1.
Starting to make those shots.
Now the winner of this match goes on to play the winner of the other semifinal, Jack Cusack, Shane Vanderson. You can tune in to your local listings on the Tennis Channel.
Here we go.
And this is that example that we discussed earlier with with Jason, you know, he's not playing great racquetball, but he just finds a way to dig deep, and he adjusts his game, and you know, sometimes unexplainably just finds his way into a win. I don't know how he does it.
It's a great point because he's playing the #2 ranked player in the world. That was just lazy
skipping
there.
easy balls like that.
I mean, I'm telling you, this is the worst I've seen him play in a long time. He's playing the #2 ranked player in the world and has a legitimate shot to be in a 5th game here. You started off the match correct. This guy, regardless of how he's playing, finds a way to compete. Yep, I like the down the line. First 2 games, he was going left corner with that shot. Rocky is way too far forward for that shot. Down the line is the answer, or snap across quarter. That's bad. It was all set up with the serve. Just a poor serve, so he's kind of behind the 8 ball the rest of the rally.
And I think that that attitude that Jason's got, it all comes from him just being such a great competitor, and he just likes to compete in anything. I mean, we've hung out together just casually, hanging out, and you know, I think it was one time we were taking M&Ms and trying to get it into a cup across the way, and the way that he was just messing around with that game, you know, I'm having fun with it, and I realized he really wants to beat me.
M&Ms in the cup?
M&Ms in the cup.
Okay, was this in the 5th grade?
No, actually it was last week. Yeah. Yeah, we were doing that in the hotel room one time. And the guy really wanted to beat me. It doesn't matter who's going to get more M&Ms in the cup. They were peanut M&Ms.
Oh, see, those would have been in my mouth.
All tied up here, 2 apiece in game 4. Look at Rocky Carson lining up here for a drive serve. It's probably going to be a Z.
Yeah, but you know, Jason has to respect the snapper to the front, to the forehand side. Oh, that's a great shot. Gets the rally started. Yep. He got what he wanted. He got the setup off the back wall. But his return of serve was much better. This crowd's starting to fill up in here, Sean. You know, we got 700 amateurs in this tournament, and they're playing at 5 different clubs, and they're kind of filtering their way over here now. And the lower bowl is packed, standing room only. The back bleacher we had to close because we were over our weight capacity. And I think we're in for a fun one if this goes 5.
Oh yeah. Along with the capacity crowd here, what's great is to see the faces of all the legends. You see, you know, there's classic pro racquetball tours here. So you got the, you know, Brett Harnett, you know, even Jerry Price. And, yeah, it's been great.
Cliff Swain, Kane. Oh, great gap. Oop, a little sloppy.
It's covered.
Oh, look at that. What a shot.
Not only did he get it and make a great shot, but he had to jump up immediately to get out of the way.
I have got a clap for that one. I mean, that was special.
It's too good.
That was special. And that really was a good example of Rocky probably pinching too much. Jason started charging to that front right corner to get that shot even before Rocky set up for it. And that reputation of hitting that left corner a little too much might come back to haunt him here.
This is a tight one here in game 4. Still feeling each other out here. Someone trying to go on a run.
Oh, it's a good flick.
It's a bad miss there. Oh, it's even worse.
Well, that shot between the dotted line and the service box, that shot has been his downfall this match. He has got to shore that up if he's going to win this match. That shot right there. Forehand setup between the dotted line and the service box. Low percentage. You know, our statistician gave me some numbers here, and in the first 2 games, Jason made 7 unforced errors. I mean, it's unheard of for him. Since then, he's made 2, obviously until that one. So he has tightened things up, but that was a big miss. Beautiful ceiling balls here from these guys. That is much harder to do than it looks.
Wow. And not too many people do that better than Jason Mannino.
Nope.
We are all tied up here in game 4. We're going to take a break. Be right back here for more of this semifinal. Welcome back here, Jason Mannino.
Oh, that's a good shot by Rocky. That'll set up the whole point.
Close to getting that ball. But you're probably right. I think Jason made the right call.
Yeah, and the other thing
way.
is the height that he hit it. Rocky didn't hit it waist high and then hit it an inch off the ground. That ball will pop up. He caught the ball low and hit it low. So if you're low to low, it usually comes out low, and that's a good shot. Oh, that's just unbelievable. Great hands. Great hands.
4-7-3.
Yeah, if it starts out low, it goes in low. I mean, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
It's all geometry, Sean. I know you didn't finish that last year.
Didn't even start it, really.
Oh, that's just a great shot. Now he'll fly kill this. Ooh. That's a replay. That's a good call. That's a good call. He had that ball.
4-7-3.
I'll tell you, Rock's done a great job when Jason's had a setup in the middle of the court. Rocky has anticipated the return. He has been all over it. No matter what shot Jason chooses, Rocky's all over it.
Yep.
I'm not going to comment.
That's really frustrating, Jason. You know, he's like, geez, I go cross court with a pinch. What do I do here?
Jason talking to Rocky, trying to get a response.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I mean, that is just two tremendous shots. He was in total jail in the back left corner, and he hit an around-the-world ball so hard that it hit 4 walls.
That's amazing.
That was tremendous. You know, from time to time, we've been calling these glass walls, and really, this is lucite acrylic. It's an unbelievable product. Very beautiful, very durable. I mentioned earlier, this is the 12th U.S. Open, and this court's been around all 12 years. Still looks brand new, doesn't it, Sean?
Oh, yeah. You've been using the same glass for the same all 12 years?
Same lucite.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, same. Keep saying glass.
Yeah, this is a lucite acrylic product, and it hardly has a scratch on it after 12 years. It's really unbelievable.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Scorman, take him away.
Good shot.
Take it away, I'll take
Rocky,
it
but
back.
it was a loose shot from Jason.
Play
It
you
was,
too.
pretty much right out in the middle of the court.
Come on.
Man, you listen to this crowd, it really seems like an even match. You hear people screaming, let's go Rocky, let's go Jason.
Oh, yeah.
They're all over the place.
Dangerous part of the game for Jason, though. I'll let Rocky get out in front of him.
Oh, wow.
A little more authority, a little crisper. It was a good serve by Rock. I mean, there wasn't much room back in that corner. That was just a great shot. Oh, great choice. Jason's been flicking that thing in the corner or up the left wall, and that time he flicked across court.
This is a hinder a minute ago.
Look at Rocky right now. Really not a smart move here to get involved with conversation with the referee. I remember seeing Cliff Swain really lose focus here at one of these tournaments at the U.S. Open where, you know, he had control of the match and all of a sudden starts worrying about a couple of hinder calls and then gets into conversation with the referee and then ends up losing the match.
Yeah, I'm going to call that late in Swain's career. I mean, he very rarely would let anybody get to him. He was pretty much on a mission to kick your tail. But near the end of his career, he let the ref get to him now and again. Rock will let it happen occasionally. Great comeback here by Jason. He's pulled back to 5-5. Little sloppy serve there, but a great return of serve by Rock.
Tie ball game here, 5, serving 5. Rocky with the high lob to Jason's backhand.
Oh, good shot, good height on it. Oh, that's a great shot. I'll tell you, that was a tough shot.
Yeah.
Jason
I thought both down the lines were great.
Jason hit a hugger down the wall, and Rocky returned it with a hugger of his own. I mean, that was excellent. He was hitting that ball with the tip of his bumper guard. When's he going to snap one over to the forehand? That's the question.
Jay, I'm going to give you a replay there.
Oh,
you could have taken that shot.
Yeah, you know what? That's a bad call, but I'm going to say this. At this level, he's got to take that shot. Hit him right in the rear end, and you'll get that call.
Oh, yeah.
If he lights him up, he gets that call.
Yeah, Jason, I was really shocked that Jason didn't take a swing at that.
He should have taken that ball and lit him up. I mean, I hate to say it.
Oh, yeah, Rocky can take it.
He can take it. It sounds mean, but if you don't, this is exactly what you risk. You risk the referee having to make a judgment call of whether you were in position to make an offensive shot or a defensive shot. I guarantee you, Jason will not be holding up again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it looked like he was trying to hit him right there.
Yeah. He's not going to hold up again. And I do think that was a bad choice by Jason.
Yeah, I agree.
He needed to show the referee that he was there and ready to pummel. And he just kind of waved his racket at it and said, all right, now give me the call. There you go. There you go. I'll tell you what. That bad call may have been the best friend for Jason Mannino.
I might have fired him up, lit his fire. I hear you.
You know, I had not seen the typical Jason Mannino fire until he punched that side wall after that call.
Right.
That's pretty much what I'm used to seeing.
Oh, yeah.
Great shot there. He may need another bad call. You know, maybe one or two. He might not have time for another bad call here. If Rocky scores a couple here, we're on the ropes. Ouch. That hurts.
At least I got that down.
5-7.
Yeah, that's twice now.
Yeah, bad timing for that. I mean, he's fixing to break away in this game, and
Jason's still thinking about that call.
oh yeah, he is. He's shaking his head. And left corner.
Oh, barely missed that.
Yeah, but that serve's a little loose. That serve is just a little loose. I'm a bit surprised Jason wasn't taking off running to cover that left corner.
I mean, he's got to know that's going to happen.
No, it's you know, with the way that Rocky holds the racket, that grip, 70% of his balls are going in that left corner on the backhand side. I mean, if you hit a bad serve and you're in a position where you have to guess where the guy's going to hit it,
yep.
With Rocky, just start running up front. Here we go. Is he going to snap it to the forehand? You know it's coming. Oops, poor shot there. Poor return of serve by Jason. That was a setup.
The Cowboys going to clean up the floor, and we're going to cut to commercial here. We'll be right back for more Rocky Carson, Jason Mannino. It's starting to get interesting here in this men's pro semifinal. We'll be right back for more of the 2007 Choice Hotels US Open Racquetball Championship. Welcome back. Rocky Carson up to serve. Leads 8-6. Also leads the series 2-1.
This is a big point right here.
And Rocky goes for that left corner.
Good choice there. Good choice there. A little sloppy there. He got away with it. That's an avoidable hit. Oof.
Well, he did exactly what you said he should.
He's got to. He didn't get the call. He didn't get the avoidable, but you have a better chance of getting it if you go ahead and wail away. from our angle, it looked like he was in his way, but Jason's not arguing the call, so that means Rock was a little off to the side.
I think that was more of a statement he was trying to make there.
I think you're right. I think you're right. We'll see if there's a response.
Well put.
Down the line, excellent shot. I think he should do it again. Huge skip ball right now. I mean, just huge. That's a backbreaker for Jason Mannino right there at 6'8". You just can't skip that ball. Can't do it.
Stays with that Z.
Poor shot. Oh, jeez. 2 poor shots by Jason, and he's not even upset about it. I mean, I don't know what happened to him today. He just didn't show up emotionally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not the Mannino we see, and you still hear the crowd pushing for him, trying to tell him it's not over, but man, 10-6, match point here for Rocky Carson.
Yeah, see now Jason would have to go all the way to 12 because of the win by 2.
Yep.
That's a pretty darn good ceiling ball. It just clipped the top of the wall, so it's a replay. Yeah, if I'd have told you before the match started that we'd be in the 4th game, 6-8, 6-9, Jason blowing balls on the floor, and that his head wouldn't be popping off, you wouldn't believe me.
No, yeah.
And now here
No
he
way.
is, just walking the back of the court, shaking his head. Golly gee. He did not show up emotionally today.
Another chance at the match for Rocky.
Good shot by Jason.
Jason hits a nice splat shot, the forehand side.
Yep. Good shot, but still no fire. No fire.
Ooh. That barely crossed the line there.
Yep, but it was a little bit different height than what Rocky's been seeing. It was a little lower and a little quicker. You know, it threw him off just a little bit. Bad service.
Right there, though.
Yeah, he's got it. We've been saying the whole match, if you're going to guess, you got to guess forward. And when you hit a bad serve like that, you pretty much got to guess at that point. I mean, if you stand in the middle of the court, you're giving the guy every option in the world. You got to go and take one shot away, and that's what Jason did. He said, "You're not going to splat this ball on me."
Ooh. Oh man! Come on! And Rocky knows how important it is. I mean, Rocky's been in many situations with Jason Mannino, and regardless of how bad Jason's playing and how much control Rocky has over this match, he really wants to put it away.
You know, it's interesting. He skipped the ball in that left corner. He left the ball up that Jason killed in that left corner, and he just still went to the left.
Yeah.
You know, he is going to live or die with this left corner. I mean,
that's it.
You know, I think when the pressure's on, he's going to go with his best shot, and the pressure's on now. So. Actually missed his shot a little bit. He was going for the side wall first, and he hit the front wall first.
Right.
He hit it so low, he ended up killing it.
So, Doug, if you're coaching Jason right now, I mean, you tell him to continue to serve this half lob to Rocky's backhand?
Yeah, I like the serve, but he's got to get it into the side wall quicker. Rocky's able to get over to the ball before it reaches the side wall. Usually, Jason will get that thing kicking into the side wall before you can get over there to cut it off. And I haven't seen a lot of that from Jason on his serving.
Now here's the 4th opportunity for Rocky Carson.
It's the 4th match point. That is true. Yep. He's going to change it up. He's been hitting that drive Z, and he's going to go back to the lob. Bad serve. And he left it up.
And that is it right there. Rocky Carson beats Jason Mannino in the semifinals.
I love playing, man.
Well, Doug, here it is. Okay. There it is. Rocky Carson takes out Jason Mannino in this semifinal and advances to the finals. Doug, what can you say about this match?
Well, that was a tremendous win for Rocky Carson. It really was. Jason Mannino's a defending champion. Plays big on this stage every time, and Rocky stepped up and took him out really quite convincingly.
So follow the tennis channel. Follow this tournament, 2007 Choice Hotels US Open Racquetball Championships. We got more racquetball action for you coming up. Jack Cusack, Shane Vanderson. Now Rocky Carson's going to face one of them. For myself, Royster Productions, Doug Ganem, everybody else involved in this tournament, we thank you for watching. Until next time.